And as you can see, it is pretty much all gone. I know that's so hard to believe, like I can't even believe. I think next month we will see a pan. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. I am back with another project pan update. It might just feel like I updated you guys pretty recently because technically I just did, but I filmed my last update mid-May and then I uploaded it towards end of May. So to you guys, it's been about 3 weeks since I've given you my update. But to me, when I filmed that, it's been about a month. So I'm here to give you my 10th project pan update. I can't believe we're on the 10th one. We're in double digits now. This month has been quite steady. We don't have any product surgeries this time around, but I'm still really excited to share my update with you because we have made a lot of good progress. But before we hop into the update, I would like to thank Game Beauty for sponsoring this portion of today's video. If you guys have not heard of Game Beauty before, they are a small family-owned business and they have created 2 eyeshadow palettes as of right now inspired by video games, and I love this concept so much. When I think of my childhood, I just think of video games and playing with my brother. Like, that's literally all we did. Both palettes have beautiful shades that tell a story of a game. So we have their adventure palette and their fantasy palette, and right now I am wearing their adventure palette. So I'll quickly just break down my look for you. So I first went in with the shade EXP as my transition slash base color and just blending that into my crease. I also take that onto my lower lash line as well. But this green is a stunning green. I feel like even though I have other greens in my collection, this one's a little bit different. Like, it's such a true green color and it's a really buildable formula, so it's super easy to blend. I then took the shade Level Up and I started focusing this at the outer corners of my eyes, and you will see that this shadow is so easy to build up. Typically with these types of greens, I find them to be a little bit patchy, but in this case it's not. Like, just look how easy that is to blend and build up. So I also take that onto my lower lash line as well. I then go in with a little bit of Dungeon, which is the matte brown, and I'm just taking a little bit of this. I'm not really showcasing the shadow to its full potential since I'm taking so little. I just wanted to like deepen out the outer corners just a little bit further. And next I'm taking the shade Treasure and I'm gonna place this at the inner third of my eyes. I think in the pan it looks more like a yellow gold, but once it's on the eyes, I feel like it has sort of a chartreuse underbase to it. It pairs really well with the green shadow, and I am using this dry and you can see how foiled the shadow is. It's super pretty. So I also take that into my inner corners and also on my lower lash line at the inner third. And then I'm gonna go in with the shade Heal. This is actually a pressed glitter, but when I do colorful looks, I really like having a pressed glitter on hand. I think it really just adds to the look and adds more dimension. So we're taking this in the inner corners and also on the lower lash line as well. And then this is the final look using the Adventure palette. I was going for grass type gym leader vibes, and I love how this eye look turned out. It would have to be one of my favorite green looks I've created. Like, I just love these tones. I think greens are so flattering against my skin tone. So that was the Adventure palette, and then we have the Fantasy palette. And out of the 2 palettes, I definitely would recommend the Adventure palette because there are a couple of shades in the Fantasy palette that I did have some issues using, and the owners behind Game Beauty are well aware of this, and I will leave more info about the certain shades down below. For me, it was personally the shade Mage. I found this one to be just a little bit patchy, but they are well aware and they have taken this feedback and they will improve their future products. I did see Pony use the Fantasy palette in one of her recent videos. I'll leave that link down below as well if you guys are interested. But Game Beauty is actually having a summer sale between the 12th of June to the 19th. So I think when I'm uploading this video, we'll be right in the middle of their sale. So they're offering 20% off both of their palettes if you just use the code SUMMER. And this is not a code affiliated to me, it's just their summer code to get 20% off. So I think if you guys were curious about this brand, or if you are curious about them now, I think right now is a great time to be purchasing since they are having that 20% off. I'll leave all their info down below with links as well. So again, I would like to thank Game Beauty for sponsoring this portion of today's video, and I hope you guys will check out their palettes because it just sparks so much joy and nostalgia. When I see these palettes, it just looks like a scene in Zelda or Final Fantasy or something. Like, I really love it. So yeah, thank you again to Game Beauty for sponsoring this portion of today's video. So now let's hop into my update. Let's start off with my primers. We have the Hamish Artless Glow Base. I have been using this literally every single day and I have made a lot of progress. Like, a lot. I've been using this so much. I think I really made up for the past 2 months where I wasn't really using it. And the reason why I wasn't using it in the past 2 months is because I was focusing on a different primer that was in my plan, but now that's gone and I've been focusing on this and I've been loving it. And honestly guys, like looking through the bottle, I think I'm about here. I know that's so hard to believe, like I can't even believe that, but that's where I'm seeing it through the light. Like that's where I am. Like it's kind of crazy, isn't it? I've been using this every day. As for my other primer, the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, I think I made a decent progress on this. I think the circle is just getting bigger and bigger. I've been using this every single day as well. I love the combo of these two primers together. Like one is that glowy base, but one has more of that like smoothing out property to it. So I really love the combination of the two, and I've been using this every single time I do my makeup, even when I'm doing a natural look. For foundation, I did finish up my ColourPop Pretty Fresh foundation, and I really do miss that foundation. I feel like it was just a really great everyday foundation to wear. Like it had that medium coverage. So that one is gone, and I did throughout the month add in a new foundation. So I'm adding in the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation. So I actually marked this when I first started using it again, but the marking rubbed off, so now I stuck my washi tape to keep track of. But what's really great about this foundation, that it's really satisfying to sort of mark, because every time I use a pump it slowly goes up and up, so this will be really fun to track. And I've used to love this foundation, but it is quite dark on me, so I only use this when I film and I'm not going out after I'm filming. And I feel like with my lighting it kind of like makes it a little bit lighter on me, but if I was going out in person it is just like way too dark and a little bit too yellow. However, still love the foundation, and I do want to finish it up since I really want to go through all of my foundations and start being foundation free. And then for concealer, last month I did finish up the concealer I was working on, and then I didn't add in a new concealer just because I didn't know which concealer I wanted to add in. But this month I have made my decision to add in the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. I wear the shade Light Beige, and I just thought this would be a really great concealer to add into my plan, just because it's not a concealer that I really love, but it's not a concealer that I really hate. And for the past month I found myself really using this one a lot on top of my Too Faced concealer or my Kosas concealer. Because the shade is quite light, I feel like it goes really well with my dark foundation, and it kind of like balances things out. And the thing that I really love about the Camo Concealer is the coverage, and because it's a lighter shade it gives me that coverage and brightness. So I would just use like the most tiniest amount right where the darkness of my eyes and blend that out, and I really like the look of that. I don't really use it on my face, but I thought it'd be a really great concealer to add into my plan and just start using this up before it gets a little old. For my powder, this one is from Laura Mercier. I think I've made quite a good progress on this one as well. I've been also using a lot of this. I would say the marking is about here now. It's hard to tell like exactly, but I would say roughly it's about there. I've been using this every time I do my makeup as well. And then for my Bite Beauty Change Makeup Powder, I can see a little dip in here. I mean, I've been saying that for the past couple of months, but I'm gonna guess maybe in 2 months we'll slowly see a pan, because I think that dip is really getting like deeper and deeper. For my setting spray, oh, we made some good progress on this one. So my setting spray is about here. I think that's the most progress I've made in a month on this spray. You can see the previous 3 markings, they're all quite the same, but this one is a little bit bigger. I tried soap brows, I tried the ColourPop soap brows, and you have to wet it, and I've been wetting it with this. So I think that's why I've made a little bit of more progress on it, but I'm really happy with that. Let's move into my favorite category, which is my brows, my never-ending brows. And I'm talking about the Winky Lux Unibrow Brow Pencil. I'll show you guys the progress, but I don't really think there's going to be too much. For my M Cosmetics Fine Line Brow Pencil, I think this one is going to be done in the coming month. And then for my brow cream, still going strong, still a lot of product inside. And then for my brow powder, that middle shade is going to hit pan any moment now. I really was hoping it would have hit pan for this update. It's just I don't know how thick the pan is, so I can't really tell, but that dip is so deep. Like I think next month we will see a pan. Fingers crossed. We'll see. For my eye primer, the Kaleidos Tone Activator, there is, I feel like, so little of this left. I think in this coming month, I might open this up and convert it into a little jar because it's getting a little hard to squeeze out now. But yeah, this one is making really great progress as well. I think it's taken me about a year to finish this up. For my eyeshadow palette, I knew I wasn't going to be making any progress on this one just because this month I have a lot of palettes to be working on. 3 looks 1 palettes take up a lot of time and I didn't really get a chance to use this palette, so this one probably is not going to look any different from last month. Honestly, maybe I used it like once or twice in the past month, but yeah, not much progress on my eyeshadow palette. For my mascara, I have the Hemish Smudge Stop Mascara, and I said last month that this month I'm going to throw it away, but I want to give it another month. Maybe 2 months, I don't know. Like, it is drying out, I can tell, but I kind of like it. I kind of like how it's a little dried out. It still makes my lashes look really, really great, and I really love this. I just don't know how people can throw out mascaras after 3 months. Like, it's still so good. I feel like 3 months is where the mascara starts getting good. Like, it's a little bit dried out. It's at that, like, sweet spot. So I'm gonna still keep this in. I just really love this mascara. Like, even though I have a backup of it already, I'm just gonna keep using this one because it's still good. I don't want to let go of it yet. And then we have my eyeliner. This one is from ColourPop. It's in the shade Honey Dude. I think we made a little bit of progress on this because a lot of the looks that I did in the past month, I didn't want to use any other eyeliner in my bottom waterline besides this one. So I think there will be a little bit more progress on this. Now onto my cheek products. Okay, I think this one would have to be the biggest progress I've made all month. It's from my Kaleidos Contour Palette. And boom, that bronzer, guys. How big is that pan? I don't know what it looks like from last month, but obviously editing Judy is already showing you what it looked like last month. But damn, I feel like that pan got big real quick. It just grew and grew. I will say though, it's because when I put my brush in it, some of it like kind of chips off a little, and I know I could repress it, but something about repressing is just, I don't know, it kind of like makes me think the formula is gonna change, but I heard it doesn't. But I still have it in my head that it is going to change. But bronzer is looking great. I'm gonna say at this rate, maybe next month we will have little to nothing left in that bronzer. And same with that highlight, like you guys, like I could use this up so easily. For the middle contour shade, that dip is getting deeper and deeper, but I don't think we'll hit pan on that one anytime soon. But wow. And then for my blush, I kind of forgot about this blush if I'm being honest. I probably used this like a couple times in the past month. I feel like last month I was doing really well with this blush and then I kind of just forgot about it. Okay, you guys, like I have been trying so many new blushes. I'm just on a blush kick that I haven't really been using this one as much. I've been testing out some new blushes that I got in my collection recently, and I've been wanting an orange blush, not a pink blush. So I haven't really used this one as much, but I'm still gonna keep it in. Should I take it out? No, okay. I'll keep it in till we meet the 1 year mark, and then maybe at the 1 year mark in August, we can change blushes because I'm not really using this one a lot, but I should. Okay. Mental note, I will use this more this coming month. And then for my highlighter, I was doing so well on this, but I feel like in the past month, because I was trying out so many different blushes and I was trying a lot of cream blushes, and typically with cream or liquid blushes they already have like a little sheen to it that I didn't need to really add on more highlighter. And for some reason the past month I was having a lot of texture where my bronzer cheek area is, and I didn't really want to add on more highlighter, so I didn't use this one as much. My skin has cleared up a lot. In April, May I was just having like breakouts, bad skin days all over my face, and then in May and June I was having just like texture around my cheek area. I don't know why, but it has cleared up a lot. So now I'm like back into using it. I used it today, but yeah, I guess there was just a moment there where I didn't really use it as much. For my lip products, I'll start off with my Luxe Oil from ColourPop in the shade Bengal. I was really hoping that I would be finished with this in this update, but I just have a tiny bit left. I think, yeah, of course by next month I will definitely finish that up. And then the last product we have is my ColourPop Rise and Shine Just a Tint Lip Crayon. And as you can see, it is pretty much all gone. I'm now gonna start digging this guy up. I'm gonna take out my little spatula and I'm gonna be applying it like this. And I'm really curious to see how much product is actually inside the tube. I'm wearing it today as well. I've been wearing this one a lot because I've been doing a lot of warmer looks and this is like my go-to lip color for warmer looks. So yeah. I can't believe my Rise and Shine is this flat, you guys. And with that, you guys, complete my 10th project pan update. I would love to know how you guys are going along in your plan, if you guys are doing it too. If you guys did enjoy this update, please give the video a thumbs up for me. I would truly appreciate it. And again, thank you to Game Beauty for sponsoring a portion of today's video. All of the info will be down below in my description box if you guys would like to check them out. So with that being said, that is going to conclude today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!